7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what's up guys? How's everybody doing? Alright, this is pretty experimental. I just want to say hi, shout out to everybody who's showing up, and we're just gonna try this out, see how it goes. This is not like our regular live stream. We're just gonna be doing our development. What does that mean? We'll be hanging out, we'll be building, because that's mostly what I do, and we got some of the other guys on the team on here, and so yeah, it's just to let you know, people who watch our channel, Milo's here, but he just woke up, and so he may come over here and play games with us. His computer's ready to go when he is, and otherwise we're just gonna kind of hang out and build. If you have questions about development, then that's great. As much as I can answer them, I can do my best. There's Milo. Good morning, Milo.
Good morning, Daddy. And good morning, guys.
Good morning, guys. So this may not be the actual time we always do this, but I might be doing it earlier in the morning before Milo wakes up, or I might be waiting till he wakes up. But hey, here we go. So if anybody's got any questions, I'm just gonna start building. I've been working on a few things. There's a lot to do actually, but we have quite a lot built out. What's up, Planet Milo Gaming 2 Retro? It's been so long. How you doing? I got a fresh cup of coffee. We Epic Gamer. Hey, played Bee Swarm. This is not a gaming stream, so we're going to be doing game development on this stream. Milo may sit next to me and play Roblox games, but for me, the game is to build the game. I love it. Yeah, what's up, Planet Milo Gaming 2? Retro from the old school.
It's okay.
Yeah. You guys can
We're just doing our thing
go
over
about your business. We have our whole family life here and all that stuff. So last night I actually changed these pipes to blue, and then there's going to be a return pipe that's purple. But I'm wondering if this is starting to
Change the pipes to blue instead of purple.
I did. Do you like it?
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool, huh? And the reason is because, like, even though this space station, you know, it's not, you know, a real space station, I have in my head kind of like this whole story about this place and how the space station works. And so essentially, see, we're in orbit around this planet. That's the planet Milo. And there's a very rare metal on that planet that people are after. And so that's why this space station is out here. It's kind of like the gold rush back in the 1849 in San Francisco, right? So we're out on the frontier. It's dangerous out here, and everybody's after this stuff, and nobody can go down to the planet right now. It's like nobody has ever gone down there and returned. But there's these asteroids around that has the metal in it, and to get it, and it's super powerful stuff. So there's this stuff right now, I'm just calling it the blue goo, and the blue goo is down in here, and these pumps pump it out. This looks kind of interesting. These pumps pump it out, and then it goes into these towers, and then these towers is where the ore gets dumped in. That'll happen on the outside here. The ore gets dumped into these towers, and then the blue goo actually dissolves those asteroids, and then the resulting purple goo, purple stuff, the magical purple stuff, is what actually powers everything in the station. So I'm going to be bringing up these pipes into the rest of the station, but you know, what I'm working against right now is cluttering up the look of things too much, and so I'm trying to figure out the best way to actually design it so it doesn't get too crazy looking, and so I'm working on that right now. So I'll be working on some of the engineering stuff around this, and then I'll also be working on finishing up the BioCube up here, where I'm going to be working on this tree, which I've started, and eventually this airlock will be gone. Right now it's supposed to be just a cube, and the ships will be spawning on top of the player habitation modules, or the hab modules we're calling them. Sometimes we call them apartments. And then this airlock will be completely gone from here, and this will be a fully contained cube. So yeah, let's get. I'll give a little bit more of a tour, and then I'm just gonna dig in to start building. All right, so let's see. Let's go out here to Jake's zone. Jake is working on the hideout. Oh yeah. Actually, you know, Jake, it's kind of cool having a big, like, floating billboard above things. Helps you find them from a distance. And so this is like, you know, never will you find a greater hive of scum and villainy. Quote from Star Wars. So this is that place right here. Let's go inside. Boom. It's kind of like a bar, nightclub, casino kind of situation. Got a drink shop over here. We're gonna have gambling dudes over here. Not sure what's gonna be going on back there. And then we got the blue room. And the blue room has this guy who's, hey, he seems busy watching TV, but there's really nothing on. I don't know what's up with that guy. So, Fahim, what we're building is our own game, and it's what we're calling right now Space Station Simulator, and it's just a game where you fly around in space and you go back to the space station and you do different stuff like harvest asteroids. You go out, mine asteroids, and you come back and you harvest stuff inside the biocube, and you otherwise do engineering tasks around the ship to then upgrade your spaceships to then go further out to get better stuff, and so on and so forth, around and around it goes. So in that part of the game is sort of like a harvesting, grinding, backpackish kind of game where you're trying to upgrade your tools and stuff. In this case, it's a spaceship instead of a backpack. And then, but there's more to the game than that. In particular, we have like a very rich kind of story evolving around the game, and we have quests. So we're gonna have this really interesting quest system where it will take you different places and show you different interesting storylines and things like that. And ultimately, we would love it to be something of a hangout game too, to where people, you know, everybody's gonna have their own like apartment that they can do things with. Hopefully later down the road, we have plans for these apartments to be customizable to some degree. So we haven't developed the systems around that yet, but that's part of the plan, is to have all of these be customizable by the player. And so there's these 4 wings of apartments here. How long have we been working on this game? We've been working on this game for about, what would you say, guys? I think about 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. So everything you're seeing here is about 2 weeks. Yeah, there's also another place I can show you. Let's see. This is a diner that Thunder Elected is working on, Planet Justice, one of our mods. And so, as you can see, it's styled after like a 1950s style roadhouse diner with a drive-through / car wash. Just kidding. A drive-through, and it's a pretty cool build. Definitely some really cool styled stuff in here. I like the look and feel of it. A few crooked walls back here. This is what I'm talking about, Justice. These walls right here are just like kind of crooked and not lined up. The blocks are all different sizes and stuff like that, but that's just a little bit of a cleanup that needs to happen. And otherwise, a really cool looking build. Cheers to you guys. Have some more coffee. Alright, I'm gonna get to building. Feel free to ask me questions. I think I should probably come up here. Come down here actually and work on this part. MD Mizanur Rahman. We don't give out Robux. Sorry, buddy. So yeah, you know, it's like I'm gonna try this look right here and see how this looks. I'm worried that it's gonna look too cluttered with all these different colored pipes everywhere, but it's worth a shot, right? It's worth a shot. Let's see how it comes out. If I do this, I can actually extend this pipe all the way around to here. I've got this one. I'll bring that all the way across to there. So a lot of this space station was designed so that many of the parts can be done like that, like extended all the way through things and then also rotated. So I can go like this and I can say Control D, put on my rotate, and I'll set that to 45 degrees. That way I can just pop things around like that. Is that all of them? Right. So I don't know, does that look too busy? No, actually it's kind of cool. What do you guys think? I don't know, what do you guys think? Does that look cool? Actually, because it kind of does look cool with the purple and the blue. It's a little cooler than I thought it would. How many people working on this game? Currently, there are 4 of us working on the game. Yeah, 3 builders and 1 scripter. What's up, Torp? How you doing, buddy? I didn't see you come in. Yeah, so this stream, guys, this stream is very experimental. It's something I thought we could do for a little while just to sort of show off the build, and maybe, you know, some people are more interested in building than just watching gameplay. And so, but it will be very different. It's not going to be as probably high energy, exciting, or, you know, gamified up as our other gaming live stream. But yeah. And so yeah, you guys can actually go in and test the game while we're developing. That's absolutely fine. As we build, you won't necessarily see the changes we're doing unless we actually publish those changes. But because the game is in alpha right now, we actually, you know, click publish to Roblox quite often. And so yeah, there you go, gaming with Awesome Kid. You can just come right in and test right now and try to break stuff, and if you find stuff you can break, let us know. There's a few issues we do know about. Here, I'll jump in the game real quick and run around. Hey, what's up, Bread? No, you got a shout out, buddy. Big shout out to you, dude. Good to see you. Alright, so here we are. We're in game. So here you go, Hungry. Check this out. I didn't get my name tag again. Not sure why. Once in a while you don't get your name tag over your head. What's up, Butter Pal? How you doing? Climb some trees. So right, there's this basically this whole top cube of the station are called a biocube, and it's how the station actually deals with its life support. So all the carbon dioxide that people are breathing out gets processed by the vegetation, and so it's like a full functioning ecosystem. Hey, what up, Bash? How you doing? So there's a couple bugs we do know about. Let's see. So Butter found his way up on top of that thing. Yeah. One of them is sometimes these little transport things do funny stuff. And we thought we had fixed it. Let's see here. Going up, 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 up. It's still working for me. I don't know, somebody, once in a while, like, it won't take away the floaty thing of your character, and you'll actually just keep floating up the top. So I go out like this. No. Doesn't really break. Oh, there. Sometimes it breaks. Yep. So we have to figure out why. Maybe that one was because I was underneath a bike, maybe. And now it's totally broken. Oh no, there we go. Sometimes you have to just go in and out. So let's go back up to the top. So that's one of the little issues we're dealing with. There's a lot of interlocking systems in the game, so again, at this really early phase of development, like bugs, of course, are normal. Really don't know why. Yuting didn't get his name tag either. He's should be a mod. Alright, so now we got this new ship spawning system. Instead of the buttons, it's a GUI, and but this is still even as GUI, it's still a placeholder GUI. So you go ahead and just hit that button, pick the bike, click launch, and it'll put you on the bike automatically. And fairly soon that will be other different ships, and so then you can go fly around. So we changed the physics on the ship flight, so now it's a body velocity, and it's kind of cool because you can sort of drift. See, it has this like drifting effect, but we're still experiencing a lot of like rubber banding effects, where what you see desyncs with where you are is desyncing on your screen on your client is desyncing with where the server thinks you are, and so these things are kind of stuttering. So that's another thing we have to kind of fix, and I'm not sure why. We're currently applied to the developers forum to see if we can figure out why, but we're continuing to try. Hungry Boy is continuing to try new ways of scripting this so that this doesn't happen. So yeah, a lot of what you see is placeholder, including the little mini map. The mini map is neat though, because you get your coordinates and you'll get your XY location on the mini map, but you'll also have this bar to the side right here, and this bar actually tells you your relative altitude, and so you can't fly all the way down and all the way up. See, so you see the green bar is actually going down as I fly down. And the controls are very similar to, in fact, identical-ish, at least what the buttons are, to the to Jailbreak's helicopter. And you died when you hit the bottom. So Hungry, it would be best if we don't actually die when we hit the bottom, just as a note. It should just prevent the player from being able to go down. Yeah, see, Hungry got, or Butterpal got his, and I got my tag now too. My tag came back when I reset, so that's good. What did you find, Butter? Found a glitch. This is great. We get to like sort of beta test this thing over and over again with you guys. If you ask for a drink, it freezes you. Okay, guys. So there's a drink bug. I'm gonna go back to building. So I actually think this kind of looks cool right here. I don't know about you guys. Kind of enjoying this little thing here. And I think what I'll do, because I made these so big, I need to bring the pipes up. This, move one stud. Hey, Red Dokes Gaming just subbed. Hey, thanks for that sub, buddy. Welcome to the community. Yeah. There we go. Grab that whole part and group those. actually need to make all these a little bit bigger, don't I? Just gonna bump the size up like that. And then the wedge needs to bump up a block. How's that look? Oh, see, I didn't get the inside of the pipe. Huh. Let's see here. What went wrong? Okay, these two parts. That and that. No. Not that. That one, and that one. Not that one. That one. That one. That one. There you go. Those two parts need to be grouped. Okay. Move it up a stud. And then I have to scale this. Gonna have to do this like 8 times. That goes up 1. That goes up 1. Great. Let's go over to this one. This part. And that part. Group those. Move them up 1. Go over here. Grab this thing. Open that up. That goes up 1. And the wedge goes up 1. Great. That part should actually go down 1 too. That part down there. There we go. Now let's grab this one. This is number 3. That's the outer part. That's the inner part. Group those together. Move them up 1. Then we're gonna go grab this thing. Open that up. This part. Scale it up 1. Scale it down 1. And then grab the wedge. Bring that up 1. Yeah, what's up below average cuber? How you doing? Yeah, we are definitely doing some dev stuff. We've been working on this game for a couple of weeks now. Things are going really well. And we thought it was about time to sort of show people what we got going on because we're very proud of it. And so here we are. And now you're watching me resize parts. It's very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff, but I'm also here to like sort of answer questions if anybody had any. I have a very particular style of building that comes from my other work that I've done for years. I've worked as a landscape architect and even done some architectural modeling, and so I'm proficient in at least 3D conceptual modeling, the spatial part of 3D modeling. And so my experience comes from SketchUp primarily. I've done a lot of modeling in SketchUp, but I've also done a lot of modeling in the engineering world with SolidWorks. So I've built entirely. I use F3X. It's the same thing. I just don't always build it. I don't always use it, but I kind of like the regular building tools a little bit more. I don't know. I probably should. When I first started building, I was using F3X, but now I've been just using the regular tools. I don't know. I don't find the only thing F3X has going for it, in my opinion, over regular Roblox tools is just the hotkeys to be able to switch the building tools. But I don't like how, for example, if I'm resizing an object, all of the axes have the same color. And also can't hit the L key for local and global. Control L doesn't switch to local and global. I have to actually go over here and hit these buttons for local, global. So that's kind of weird. I just keep everything on local, but sometimes I like to have them on global. And so I'm not sure if one saves me more time than the other. Yeah, so I use it, but I tend to end up more frustrated with F3X than not, and so I end up going back to these tools. And the only inconvenience I have is that I have to use, I know, I'm sorry you can't see because of my annoying overlay, but let's see, let's turn that off. Boom. Like that. Is that, you know, I have to actually select, move, or scale, or rotate, or transform. Other than that, I find the regular Roblox building tools to be pretty equivalent with anything that F3X is doing. So that's my take on it. I mean, you know, everybody's got their own sort of style. Meanwhile, I'm grabbing some parts here. But I think conceptually, there's really no difference. See, I was able to just hit Control L to go from local to global positioning, which is, for me, is a super important feature because all my builds are all like symmetrical and geometrical, and so I need to be able to switch from local to global pretty quickly and quite often. So those are key features for me. Never Trust Bob's on too, huh? He saw me going online. He's like, yeah, I want to get in there. Let's go see what he's doing. I want to go see what Bob's doing. Where is he? Well, our dev stream is higher up than his. Where is he at? Bob's my friend. I can tease him. Let's see. Where is? Oh, there he is. Romax Prison. Oh, we both have 13 though. What's Bob up to? I'm gonna be like, dude, how dare you dev stream while I am doing my first dev stream. I'm gonna unmute him.
Service is still.
Let's see what he's got to say for himself. Bob is a very good builder, by the way. If you guys don't know, Never Trust Bob, he's working on this really cool game called Romax Prison. And I would say it's like a jailbreak clone, but it's really not. It is a cops and robbers type game, but there's many elements of the game that are actually quite different. Let's see if he'll actually notice me. And so they recently changed the map to where there actually is no prison now, which I think is a great idea. It sort of really differentiates the game from Jailbreak.
Gotta grab the other one.
I'm gonna tell him to grab that one. By the way, we are watching your stream on my stream.
Hey, how dare you do a dev stream while I'm doing my first dev stream? Well, I don't know everything now, do I? I'm sorry, Planet Milo. It's just like people driving fast on the road. How dare you speed with, you know, how dare you go? Oh no, it's like when I'm driving the normal speed limit and someone behind me is really mad about it. It's like, yeah, how dare I go to speed limit when your poor time management skills are the reason you're late for something.
No way, Bob. I'm actually, he doesn't hear me, but when I'm speeding, I get mad at other people speeding. Like, how dare you speed? I'm the one that's supposed to be speeding.
This slightly.
Yeah, Ash has been playing Bee Swarm with Planet Mom. That's hilarious. Bee Swarm is our local addiction. We're always playing that game.
By the way, we are watching your stream on my stream. Oh, now you are. Oh, I see. Well, I'm kind of got a head cold too, so that's interesting. All right, now I actually need to redo this because I know the simple mathematics of this is not going to work the way I wanted it to.
So anyway, if you guys are interested in watching builds, you know, Never Trust Bob is he's been building on Roblox for like
that it will
forever, probably I don't know. We should ask him. Probably like at least 5 or more years. He was always part of all that
Like
base
this.
wars stuff and all kinds of other things that used to go on. The clan wars. I don't even know about this whole Roblox culture related to all that stuff. But apparently, like, if you go into groups on Roblox, you'll notice that there are like features to have wars between other groups. I don't know if people still
Wrong
do this,
way.
but apparently it was like a big thing on Roblox in the past where groups would have wars with other groups and they would build
Flip it
stuff
up.
to
There we
like
go.
fight each other in some way. I don't know how it all worked, but there you go. There was something like that at one point. But just look how fast he is when he's building. It's
Close.
really,
Too high
really
now.
pretty fast.
Also do it like 2 degrees.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So we're gonna meet Bob, but I'll leave his tab up. If you guys haven't had a chance to go into game, there you go. Go into game. And meanwhile, I'm gonna go back to building. So I think I got this one fixed. So this one needs to be fixed. Let's see here. Okay. Group the pipes. Move them up 1 stud. This part's a little bit boring, but I hope that at some point soon you'll see me doing some things that might give you some ideas on how to build things the way I do them. You know, there's no right way or wrong way to build for sure, but I am incredibly organized. If you'll see my Explorer over here, like, is very robust foldering system. And I believe, it's my personal take, I believe that like this, it slows you down at first because you have to organize everything instead of just building, but I never leave anything as done the first time I do it. I'm always going to come back and add things, and so the folder system actually speeds me up in the long run, because I don't ever really have a hard time finding any of my models or parts. They're all perfectly organized, and I think that one's done. So they're all done. And right now I just have these light blocks down here so I can actually see, but I should move those back up. And see, for example, like I have a folder right here, and this is the underlighting folder underneath the hull of the habitation deck. So this whole thing is the habitation deck, and it holds like everything that's on that deck. And so the cool thing about it is if I need to work on any aspect of the hab deck, it's not in a group, right? So if I grouped these parts, then I wouldn't be able to select just that part or just that part. I would be selecting entire groups, which is can be, you know, really annoying, right, when you're modeling. So I can select any model inside of here and work on it. And I can actually select the entire habitation deck by selecting the folder. Now, why is that important? Well, one reason it's important is, say I need to work on something that's underneath the underside or inside, you know, the transportation tunnel, and it's very hard to work on. So I can actually take my move and change it to 500 studs. And I can take the whole entire hab module, entire hab deck, and there, I've just moved it out 1,000 studs from the station. I can now go into it. I know it's exactly 1,000 studs out. I can go in and I can model on very specific little things in here. Like I can go right in here and I can just go ahead, like here's like a pump housing, and this pump housing actually has like these little wires and stuff. And this is a model, but now at least I'm drilled into this location and I can work down it at this level very easily, right? Fairly Odd Keith just subbed. Hey, welcome. Thanks for subbing. Welcome to the community, buddy. This is a development live stream. Later on, we will be doing this evening. Milo will be with me, and he's right there right now. But we'll do our regular gaming stream too. So anyway, once I've made any changes that I need on here, like working in these little tight spaces, like this is the shaft that the transportation thing goes in, and if I needed to just make some adjustments in here for any reason, I could do that, right? Niken Pro Gaming YT, thanks for that sub, buddy. Welcome to the community. Now that I've made my changes, all I need to do is go up here. I will go ahead and select the entire habitation deck again. and I have it set to 500 studs, so I'll just move it in once and then twice. I'm gonna slide over here real quick, and 3 times. Boom. And now it's perfectly in location once again. And so by not grouping things, by not putting them into models, for me, like, I have kind of a rule. When something needs to ever be edited by itself, I try to avoid putting it into models. And I try to keep everything in folders instead. I feel that folders are a much more flexible organization system than grouping things. But they are essentially the same thing. The only difference that I've noticed between folders and models grouping, there's 2 main differences. One is selection. So if something's in a folder, I can still select individual parts of that thing, which is really important to me. So I can select, I don't know why I'm not being able to select anything right now, but oh, what is that all about? Why is Jake's trying to get everybody's attention? What up, Jake? Don't mess with my station, bro. If you want to be in the game, you just drop into the game right here. There's the link to the game, guys. Make sure to like and favorite the game, please. I really appreciate it. So after you played the game once, it'll let you like it. So please like it. It would be very, very, very appreciated. All right. So then, what was the other thing? So selection is one of the big considerations why you folder or why you group, and the other is the naming too. Because when you group something, and then you name the group, if you ever like ungroup for whatever reason because it's hard to model, then you've lost the name that you've created. So, you know, if you group something like this and it says model, right? I don't usually name models. Sometimes I do. But if you name a model and then you ungroup it to work on it more easily, then when you put it back together, you have to rename it again. So that's annoying to me. With folders, like, I never have to ungroup a model to work on it. I can always work within the folder. Now, when do I group things into models? Generally when the thing is just kind of a set unit and I need to be able to move it around easily, and I'm not going to change it very much, then I make it into a model. So I just made all those pipes into a model, the outer pipe that's semi-transparent and the inner stuff. I made that into a model because generally speaking, those are not going to be changed. But once it's a model and you select it and you try to scale it, it's going to scale all the dimensions equally instead of being able to drag the ends of the pipe out. So making things models makes them harder to edit, but easier to select all at once. It's really not that much easier because I can always go over and just select the folder of the pipe, right? So, you know, I always have those options. Right, so I could go, boom, I could select the pipe. And if it was in a folder, so right there, if I click that folder, I'm actually selecting the whole entire assembly. So that's how I do it. And you know, staying organized in your build is like super important. I feel it's like one of the most important things, because when you're first starting out and you're building just the things with the few parts, it's not that big of a deal. But as your model, as your game world begins to grow, if you haven't implemented organization from the beginning, what you will end up with is something that's really hard to work with and edit. It's going to be very hard for scripters to find anything. It's going to be, well, is Hungry Boy hovering around this thing? He's just trying to, is he trying to show me something, or he just wants to be on screen? I'm not sure. Hungry, what are you doing, dude? Are they talking in Discord? Yeah, you guys can talk on the stream if you want. So we have actually all of our devs in call. Okay, he's being a dork. Okay. So if you guys want to chime in on a few things, go ahead. That's absolutely fine. Like Justice, why don't you say hi to everybody? Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello.
There's Justice. I don't know who else has their mic on, but we have all of our devs in the call. The one thing I'm not sure about is I feel like my design up here for these pumps is a little bit cluttered, and so I'm not sure about it actually. I might want to change the way that looks. I just feel like it's a little cluttered. So what's up, JJMVB? Can we play Roblox? No, we're building in Roblox, buddy. This is a development live stream. However, if you want to watch me and Milo and Planet Mom play Roblox, then we will be doing that live stream later today. So normally we try to stream around 5-ish days a week. We play Roblox in the evenings, Pacific Standard Time. But now that we've been working on our own game, and so this is specifically a development live stream. So what are you guys' opinions? So I actually was a little bit wary that the purple pipes on the bottom here would look kind of cluttered in their neon forms, but I actually think it looks pretty cool. And so I'm gonna go with it. But I wonder you guys' opinion. So as a player, when you walk down into this room, let's do a test right in here. I'm gonna do play here. Alright, let's see how this works out. Loading in. Boom. Alright. Oh, you like this, Hungry Boy? What do you mean it's amazing? The development live stream is amazing? Okay. So, yeah, check it out. So as a player, you walk in here, and, you know, it's a pretty big room. But I almost feel like these big blue neon pipes are a little bit too much. I mean, I like the vertical ones, and I like when they exit. What I think is too much is this ring of blue neon pipes around the room. It looks, I don't know, like it's too much of it, maybe? Just too much neon pipes? What do you guys think? I mean, it's pretty cool looking. And then you go over to the edge here, and you'll notice that there's all this like blue neon stuff down here. And if you touch it, well, nothing happens right now because I didn't put the thing in there. But yeah, these are the pipes. Pretty cool looking down here, actually. There are hotkeys in normal. Yeah, Control 1, Control 2. I just find those to be really inconvenient. I just wish Roblox would give me the ability to customize my own tools. So it goes. So Control 1, Control 2, Control 3, Control 4. I don't like hitting Control. Like, I see no reason why they shouldn't be like just let it, like whatever I want them to be. But thank you for that tip, Sparkle. That was really cool. And really, that would be like the only. I would like F3X would just be like a thing of the past, in my opinion, because it does nothing really better than the building tools. Control 5 for transform. Yep. Control 4 does nothing. Oh no, it does rotate. Control 3 scale. Yeah, Control 1. It's just slow to hit Control, you know. Like, I'd want to put these on, like, you know, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, why not? These keys don't do anything normally. So, Insane Sparkle, you work on a game? You know the building tools fairly well? You know, Jake, I don't use Transform as much. I suppose I should try it. The reason why I don't is because it's just a lot of things all in one. I don't know. Can you do like local? You can't do local and global rotations. So that's important for me. And local or global moving. So I believe everything it does is local, not global. Or wait, it looks like the move might be local, global. Oop, I don't even know where that went. I'll probably try it on a simpler block. Yeah, I don't like transform. I like to be like in my specific tool, you know. And I really like the arrows that Roblox provides on the you know, the tool is very clear and easy to drag compared to what F3X has. So yeah, it's just a hotkey thing. It's just a hotkey thing. Maybe I'll get used to hitting Control 1, 2, 3, and 4, and never Control 5 because it's worthless. But yeah. Wait, what's up, Seth? Yeah. So below average cuber, what game are you guys working on? I'm really curious. So like a dev stream, probably going to intend to attract other people who are working on games, and I'm just really curious what you guys are working on as well. That would be interesting to us. I'm actually going to come in here at this part. I'm going to Control P. Grab a scale. I'm going to make some gaskets or something like that. Make these 20 by 20s. That color. That. Just grab these. Just kind of bring them in like this. I just need some like basic, like gaskety kind of thing. Control D that, and then I'm gonna do a little rotate on the global axis, and let's do 45 degrees, yeah. One more time. There. Now I have these cool gaskets, so it doesn't look like it just goes into a part. Oh, I got the alignment is actually not right. So I'm gonna do this. Just gonna do Control D, and scale it down. I'm just gonna do this manually for each one. I think it's gonna be better that way. Transparency, boom. Because I just really wasn't that careful with the rotation, and so with the centrality of the part, and so that's what happened basically. Let's Control D that. Make that also 20 by 20. Make it black. And then scale it. Oh yeah, make the transparency and then scale it. Okay. And bring this back here like that. I just need one more over here. Like that. Alright. Then I'll take that and I'm gonna scale it into here, and then I'll grab the other end. I'm just basically making another gasket for each side. And so this is kind of like how I build a lot. I do a lot of part duplication. And then this one I'm going to move to the other side. I think this is how a lot of people build, so I don't think I'm doing anything special or unique. It's just kind of a very fast way of doing things, right? Scale it into here, and then scale it over to here, and then I'll just duplicate it, move it, and move it to the other side. Alright, and then one more time for this one here, and duplicate that, and I'll scale it into the structure. Bring it here, duplicate it, move it, it's on local already, and bring it in. Like that. There. And so now these purple pipes, which I just put together, now they're all kind of like properly gasketed. Oh, I forgot one. Check that out. I'm just going to grab all of these objects then. that, that, that. And let's go over here. And that. Okay. I'm gonna duplicate them. And then I need to just rotate them. Oops. Like that. I don't need that. Okay, and rotate them into position. And everything, what happened? I did not select all the parts. So that. It's not grouped, huh? So what do we have here? There's a part. And then another part. Let's see, this part, that part, that part. I didn't group these things first. See, that was the problem. Going against my own grouping policy. Let's see, this one. Put the move axis on that one. Okay, that's... So that's the 5th part and the 6th part. Those two, group them please. That one, that one, that one. Group them. That one, that one, that one. Okay, that's all of them right there. Alright, now we duplicate them, transform, and it should fall directly into place. Boom. Did not work. Let's see, that. Didn't get that. Jeez. That, and that, and that, and that. Duplicate. Oh, you know what's happening? Huh. I bet you the gasket's inside here. It is. Alright, I just gotta move it out. That's what happened. Silly me. Go check the other side. Make sure the gasket is properly spaced. See, the gasket's off the wall. There we go. Something's off symmetry in my model, and I don't really care enough to fix it right now. But there we go. We are full of dev. 1HD says, "Are you full of dev?" Yes, we are full of dev. So hungry. You need me to come to your planet. Okay. I will go to your planet, bro. What's going on over here? Planet hungry. How come I can't select it? Oh, you must have it selected. It's dark in here, bro. What you guys doing here? It's so dark. Okay. What's up, dude? Can you create your planet? The planets are actually just hiding places for stuff we don't want people to see yet. So, up on top. Okay, I'm on top. What, the spaceship? Like a UFO? What do you want me to see? What do you want me to see, bro? How you doing, Bird Alert? It's good to see you over here, buddy. We're getting crazy up in here. The UFO outline. Yes, I see an outline. What about it? Yeah, check it out, Bird Alert. It's fun to run around a little bit. There's not a ton in there to see yet, but, you know, it's in development. Oh, the mining beam outline. I see what you're saying. but it's only around just the orb. What about like the whole ship? I was kind of thinking that it would be like kind of like an orb, an invisible orb around the whole ship, like bigger than the radius of the ship itself. So see if I could show you kind of what I mean. Here, let's create a block. Why is my block so far away? So if I can create a block, let's say that this block is a spaceship, okay? And now I need to duplicate that block and turn it into a sphere. Why does it do that? Seriously, why? This is the other thing. If anybody builds, like, why does Roblox, I wish Roblox would just make a part like where my camera is. Like, why does it make parts in like these weirdest places when you create a part? It's just so annoying. Okay, so scale, and then this transparency is up like that. This is too big, but I think you get the idea. Scale. Alright. And then that one. Alright. So anyway, this is kind of like how I had been imagining this would work. Is that there would be like a sphere around your ship that is normally invisible, okay? It's absolutely normally invisible, but then when you go to shoot your mining beam at other objects in space, it would sort of like become a little bit visible. Maybe let's make it a cool color, like this nice, very pale color, and the transparency needs to be a lot more higher. I don't know. I wish I could draw on my screen. I wish I could draw on my screen, because then I imagine, like, if you could follow where my mouse is, then I could imagine, like, you know, energy forming up on one side of this thing. So for example, you know, if you were shooting an asteroid over to the right of the ship, like this thing would kind of energize, maybe with like a particle effect, the orb, but then the beam would have a more concentrated particle effect where it emits from, and then the beam would come out. So you'd have like a generalized particle effect, a very light touch one on the entire orb, and then like right where the beam is going to shoot, the particle effect has a radius right from that exit point, where the radius is actually more intense particle effect, maybe even some things coming up off of the orb, and then the beam comes out of the center of those things and it shoots all the way out to the asteroid. So that's it. Anil Augustin says, please do, wait, who says that? Will I build airports? Somebody said please do jailbreak live stream. I'm just gonna like say, oh my god, what is happening to Roblox? Yeah, so like what you have, Hungry, but I think it should be more subtle. I think we should work on the graphics, and I think the orb should be a bit bigger than that. It should be extending out beyond the boundaries of your ship, so as if the ship forms a field around it, like an energy field forms around the ship, and then there's an area of concentration on that energy field, and that could be anywhere on the orb depending on where it's going to be shooting from, and then the beam comes out, and the beam comes out of, like, you know, just going to hit whatever object the player is pointing at. So that's kind of what I thought. All right. Let's see. Mr. Squeezy. Bye-bye. Okay. You like the hand gestures? This is how we do Roblox development. So you gotta kind of make it like this, you know? And then you have the thing coming through, and it sort of does the stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's funny. I'm watching my family whisper. You guys don't have to whisper.
Mama,
We have a life,
I
you
know-
guys.
I
We're
know
just,
we have-
we're hanging out. Milo's here.
I'll show you where the gum is.
Planet Mom's here. We're all just, you know,
Let me go.
Planet Mom's getting ready to go to work. And
Yeah,
so,
I'm about to go.
you know.
I'm about to go.
What do you mean, I make a bunch of weird sound effects. Oh yeah, okay. Bertler says I need to make some weird sound effects to fully flesh out my description of the thing. Alright, so then you got the sphere around the ship, see, bro? And then it's got the particles that come off of it, like kind of like a whoosh kind of thing. And then from the center of the particle thing comes like a beam that kind of goes. Come here, Milo. Come here. You have to stand here if you want them to see you. What are you eating gum?
That was the last one.
That was done for me?
That was just two.
Come here, come here.
Only two.
There's gum. He took the last gum. Oh well. Hey, what up? What up, Battle Fox? We got a Maz raid. Hey, it's Experienced Egg. What up? Fun Day Tuesday. Yes, this is you gotta use sound effects and like big hand motions. That basically makes you the person in charge of stuff, which I am not really, because I tell these guys what to do and then they do whatever they want. So. Wow. Okay. Well, that beam is very large. Hungry. Anything we should? Oh, that's kind of an interesting idea. That is an interesting idea, Hungry. Is that actually following me? It is, huh? That is an interesting idea, Hungry. That could actually look really cool. So what Hungry's doing here is showing me an example of one of the ways in which the beam can shoot. And so he has like, basically, is that a billboard GUI? Because it's like rotating with me no matter where I go. I see it like this. Which is kind of cool. The only thing that's weird is like, you know, it kind of does this when you go behind, but I think that actually looks really cool. Yeah, it sort of matches up to the orb. I wonder if, you know, I just want to like make the beam, it looks good, and if we add some particles to that beam, I think that would be really cool. The orb itself around the ship might be a little bit dark, and I think it obscures the ship too much. In fact, I wonder, Hungry, if we could just illuminate particle effect on half of the orb that the beam is coming from. Now that I see your example here, imagine if it would be really, see if I can get my hand over to it. Yeah. Oh, this is Roblox development taken to the next level, guys. Hold on a sec. All right, there we go. So imagine if the particle effect was only, let's see if I can do the hand motion right, is only on half of this sphere, right? So it was the hemisphere of the ship actually kind of illuminated up and then turned into that firing cone. Yeah. Oh, it's a beam instance. Okay. Well, yeah, let's use the inbuilt Roblox beam instance. I think this would be a really cool way of doing it for sure. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Like, I definitely, one of the reasons why we're designing this way is because we wanted to avoid the concept of turrets on the ship entirely. Because when you're in space, of course, it's 3D, and if your turrets are on top of your ship, like, conceptually speaking, like, it wouldn't be able to hit something on the bottom of the ship, or vice versa, left and right. And so we didn't want to load these ships up with turrets in every direction to cover everything. Bye, Planet Mom. Have a great day.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye,
Okay.
Mommy. Bye, Mommy. Love
Right?
you.
Love
And so having the beam sort of generate from around the ship and then fire in whatever direction is necessary sort of gets rid of that whole need. And it really simplifies things in a way that is both good for graphic wise, right? You don't have to have all these ugly turrets all over the ship and clutter up the look of the ship, because we're going for kind of a simplistic look on things. And also it doesn't cause problems with like beams firing through the ship and making it look weird, or things like having to actually deal with scripts that fire the appropriate turret depending on the facing. It just gets more complicated than it really needs to be. I think that this solution is much more elegant. So yeah, very cool looking indeed. In fact, Hungry, we might even be able to just get rid of the whole sphere. Like, what if, like, you know, the beam instance right here, it just sort of did a cutout around the ship of the beam instance somehow, so that, like, you know, it wasn't, I mean, you could just have the beam instance start out past the periphery of the ship. Actually, I'd like to see it on a regular ship. Maybe we don't even need the sphere at all, and just have the beam shoot out of the ship just like that. Like, why not? I think it looks pretty cool. With the proper particle effects, I think that could be... Try to take the orb off completely. I don't know why I can't select your orb. Why can't I select anything? My studio seems to be kind of glitching or something. Or do you have the orb selected? Just can't seem to select your objects. I'm having a hard time selecting anything. Can't select it. It's weird. Hey, what up, Sky? How you doing, buddy? We're working on our own game development right here. We have this space station game we're working on, and we're working out some details. See, I can select my stuff. I can select your flag. I just can't select your ship. I don't know why. Alright, so here it is without the orb. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think, Hungry? Oh yeah, might be even better, right? Hey, what up, Mascot Game? Thanks, buddy, but we definitely have, oh, look at that. Wow, it's even got some color gradient on it. Oh, that was pretty slick, Hungry. Let's try some, like, yellow and purple. Can we put purple and yellow in there? Like purple near the ship and yellow at the end of the beam, or blue near, like more less of a cyan, more of like a blue and gold. Yeah, this looks way cool. So if we have like a nice like a blue that's maybe similar to the blue on your flag right there, here, and then let's go to like a really intense energy beam yellow, like your sun. How about like the blue of your flag and the yellow of your sun at the end? That would look pretty cool. I think that's it, man. I love this right here. What do you guys think? I think this looks really slick, actually. Purple and red looks cool. That looks cool. Purple and yellow looks pretty dramatic. Ooh, oh, now you're getting really cool. Rainbow beam. That is so cool looking, you guys. I don't know about you, I kind of love it. I kind of love it. I kind of love it. You guys like that? I'd say let's leave it there for now, because that's just super party style. That is fun looking. Oh man, I love it. Yeah, I'd keep that too. That's great, Hungry. That's great. I love it. What do you guys think? Let's get a vote. Let's get a vote from the chat. What do you guys think? Very nice. Yeah. And so basically what's going to happen here is ships will fly. These are not, this is Hungry's space saucer, which I think we should I might want to come and dress up your saucer buddy so that we can have it actually as a flyable ship. But I've designed, we have not settled on ship design, by the way, guys, so I'm going to come over and show you some of my ship designs. So some of these are very experimental. I'm warning you right now. I'm not going to necessarily 100% do these, but we might. I think they're interesting. I'd like to at least be able to fly them around first. But before I start, I'm going to show you the asteroids. So the way we're going to start is there's going to be 3 different types of asteroids that you can mine. These gray ones are the most common. We haven't named them yet, but they will have names. These gray are the most common. The blue are the least common, and the purple are, the blue are the middle, and then the purple are the least common. The purple are the most rare and the most valuable. And then so you have 3 different tiers, or 3 different classes of asteroid. And then within each asteroid class, you have 3 different tiers. So you have just your regular gray one, and then your, this one's got some cool black crystals, and then this one's got some cool white crystals on it. And so that's essentially, each one is more valuable. And so when you'll shoot your beam at an asteroid, and it'll take damage, and once it's completely damaged, it will pop. And it'll leave ore, and the ore that it leaves will be semi-random, determined by the type of asteroid. So it'll be ranges. You could get between this much and that much ore, and then on these other ones you have a chance to get like some special other types of ore that are usable in different types of crafting. So basically, you use ore. The basics of the game is you need to keep upgrading your ship. How far you can travel out from the station is determined by the type of ship you're flying. So the hull of the ship plus the life support system determines your range away from the station. The further you get away from the station, there's better stuff to find. So you want to get out there and explore and find more stuff. There's going to be much more than just asteroids. But to get further out, you need to actually mine or bring it back to the station and craft your ship and the components out of parts. So there's ore, which you can sell for money, and also it's used in crafting of spaceship componentry. There's also going to be floating space junk, and you also can salvage space junk, and you do it the same way as you do mining ore. You shoot it with the beam, bits and pieces fall off, and you come on back and you use those things. So you get pieces of junk. So it's floating space junk, and then you shoot it and pieces of junk fall off. And then you take the junk back to the space station, and different things on the space station need to be repaired. And you use the junk as a way of repairing things. So you take space junk, you'll have like a piece of hydraulic space junk or mechanical space junk or electrical space junk, small, medium, and large. And there'll be different systems on the ship that'll be broken. They'll have visual cues that they're broken, like sparks coming off of them, steam coming out of them, or whatever. And you'll go and you'll click on it, and you'll hold down the mouse, and you'll repair that thing that's broken. And you'll use up some of the space junk that you harvested in space to do that. Once you do that, then you get some things back. You get bits and pieces. Bits is a standard currency for crafting spaceships and componentry, and pieces are specific pieces that are also used for crafting spaceships and componentry. You'll get hull pieces or mining beam pieces and stuff like that. And then so ships have recipes, and hulls have recipes, and ship componentry has recipes. And you'll gather up enough materials through going out, salvaging, coming back to the station, doing repairs. You'll eventually amass up enough parts to build a new ship, which will allow you to fly further away from the station and continue this sort of loop. So in that sense, and then there's also food. And so up here in the BioCube, and then also in other locations outside of the spaceship, there will be places where you can go harvest ingredients for food. You can eat those ingredients, and they give you a little bit of buffs. They might allow you to repair things faster, or mine faster, or get more material when you mine, or make you jump higher, or whatever. But then there'll also be recipes, and you'll look for recipes, and you'll find those recipes in other places or through doing quests. And quests is another feature I'll talk about in a second. And so you take all the ingredients of food and then you combine those into the recipes, and then you get even better things that you can eat. And so recipes is something that you'll always be looking for, getting those new recipes to give you some new ability, which then allows you to do something that you previously could not do in the game, like go certain places. Maybe like some recipes will give you resistances to poison gas or something like that. So now when you're walking around, you can actually go through a poison gas area, which you could not normally go through before. And then so the final system of the game is quests. And so there's a whole like rich universe and story that we want to tell, this like really interesting story through quests. And so quests will be things that are simple sometimes, where it's just like go out and gather through mining or whatever, get some stuff together and bring it back, and then you complete the quest. And sometimes quests will be more of a story kind of thing. So there's this whole exploration element to the game too, because how far you can travel outside of the station is determined by the ship and the life support system on the ship. You want to continually try to get further and further away from the station and discover new locations. This is going to give us an opportunity to really tell a lot of interesting stories and to go and show a lot of interesting places and have expansions to the game over time that are really cool. So yeah, I just saw Hungry doing some crazy weird stuff over here, but yeah. Anyway, that's kind of the gist of the game, and so there it is. And so we potentially maybe are looking for other people to work on the game with us, but not 100% sure about that. So this is not like an open invitation to everybody. Working on a game like this is it's really complicated. One of the difficulties on working on a game that is big like this is that everybody being able to actually work together effectively is probably one of the greatest challenges. And so we have a team of 4 right now, and it's a good team, and we all work together really well. But all of us except one of us are builders. And so, I mean, I can look at scripts and tell what's going on, but it's beyond me to develop some of the advanced systems that we're doing in the game. And so we potentially might be looking for somebody else that can script. That person would have to build a lot of trust with us and be able to work with our main scripter Hungry Boy as the lead, and they would be working it. So we're looking for the right person. You would have to be very experienced, and you would have to be able to work very well on our team, and we would have to build some trust with you before we would let you into the game. But if you've done some detailed scripting of some advanced systems in Roblox and you know your way around and you feel confident in that way, and then you can contact me on Discord and we can begin talking about things. I would want to definitely see examples of your work. And so if you just say I'm scripting but you don't have anything to actually show us to go from, then it's not very likely that we're gonna really can take that one very seriously. As far as that goes, yeah, we're not actually looking for any other builders right now, so we have building covered. So it would potentially only be a scripter, and that scripter would be working under Hungry Boy as the lead. So he would be determining what tasks people would be working on, and you would need to be experienced. What's up, Sebastian? How you doing? So anyway, I was building and we were goofing around. I love the beam though. The beam looks really cool. Let me go over here. I also wish Roblox Studio had a way for the Adobe Live get started with XD. Ooh, okay, whatever. Create interactive prototypes with Photoshop. Photoshop has too many features. How about feature bloat? So hey, Bird Alert, I wish you didn't have a job and you could help us too. Do you have experience programming or building? I'm sure you could pick it up even if you didn't. So quest system. But so one of the biggest things that irks me though, you guys, right now is the vehicle flight is not smooth. And I don't know how it's done on, I don't know why our game has unsmooth flight, and I don't know how it's done on other games. Like, I can imagine that like Vehicle Simulator is incredibly complicated. Oh yeah, wow. Well, Bird Alert, we need you, buddy. We need you. Here's the thing, dude. Quit your job and go full time. We'll have a Roblox development studio. We'll all be fabulously successful. See if you can figure that out. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what my opinion on Roblox as a platform. I am very excited about Roblox as a platform. I really believe in this as a platform. I think that Roblox is only going to get bigger and only going to get more popular. There's a tremendous amount of money to be made on Roblox if that's what you're after. We all need to make a living. For me, I want to make a living doing this kind of stuff, YouTubing and hanging out with Milo and having a game. And so it's all part of the big picture. But I'm truly a gamer. Like, I'm a gamer to the core. I'm 46 years old. I've been gaming for 40 years. And I've been gaming every year for 40 years. I've been primarily a PC gamer, not much of a console guy. I've played a lot of console games, but if you want to ask me what my favorite console was, it was like the Super Nintendo. You know, when I was playing, you know, Super Mario 3 with all my friends and Tetris and stuff back in the day. Mario Karts and things like that. You know, so I'm primarily a PC gamer. I like more complicated games. But I've been literally gaming every year of my life. When my peer group, when people in my generation stopped gaming and went off and got jobs and got interested in other stuff, I've always been gaming. So I've been gaming for a long, long, long time. It's always been my passion. I grew up in the Silicon Valley. I grew up, you know, a 20-minute walk from Apple Computer's headquarters. My parents were involved in technology. I had PC computers in my house from the age of 8, I think, 6 or 8. We had IBM PCs. I had a Commodore VIC-20 where I started programming in BASIC, and then I got a Commodore 64. I was connecting online to bulletin board systems before the internet even existed. When war games came out, like we were hacker kids online, dialing up modems in you know, all over the country and racking up huge phone bills to connect to these BBSs. Where like one person could connect to the BBS at a time, and you had to set your modem on auto dial to try to be the next one, you know, getting in there. So really, you know, so why did I tell that whole story? I tell that whole story because, yeah, we're making a game. I tell that whole story because it's always been my life passion and dream to make a game, to actually see it through the beginning to the end. And I've had many false starts. Roblox is a platform that I really believe in because it lowers the bar in some ways to make it easy to develop. The building tools are very robust. It sort of standardizes everything. I'm already a pretty good 3D modeler and builder from architecture, and so I'm bringing a lot of those skills over. But also Roblox is an amazing platform for development and community. You have an instant MMO RPG type game if you want it. You have an instant MMO either way. That is already on a platform that is wildly successful, that already has sales and monetization elements included by Roblox from the get-go, making it very easy for players to spend money and support the game and to support the developers. It's like a rapid design iteration development platform that is only going to keep growing and growing and growing and growing over time. I think Roblox in 5 years is going to be maybe the biggest game platform there is. With VR and AR technologies becoming mainstream each year more and more now, Roblox and the skills that you will learn developing Roblox games and even Roblox games themselves and will become a very, very important skill set for digital storytelling. And that's basically what I want to do through video games. I want to reach people. I want to move people. I want to tell stories. I want to have fun. I want to entertain people. I want to put smiles on people's faces. That's why I want to make video games. And Roblox is a perfect platform to do that. And a lot of people don't know this, but Roblox has VR tools and a VR platform. and it's kind of under the hood right now, but as VR is growing and expanding, I could see Roblox becoming a main player in the VR space. And you know, if you've seen Ready Player One, the big Roblox event, you know, the Oasis, show me another tool on the internet now that is anywhere near as close to Roblox is to what the Oasis was in that movie. Roblox is the furthest along in that whole thing. Oh guys, a new game coming out June 7th called Goop. So anyway, I just had the big old rant. But I really believe in Roblox as a community, as a platform, and that's why I'm investing so much time and energy into this, because I want to see it through, and I believe it's going to be the future of gaming. Yeah, and the Ready Player One event was a bit of a fiasco. I know that, but I do believe in Roblox, and I live in Roblox land. Roblox is very close to where I grew up. A good friend of mine that I went to high school with, an actual good friend of mine who I spent time with every single day, after school, hanging out at his parents' house and all that stuff. He works at Roblox in Sunnyvale, California. So, you know, I have connections in there. We might do a vlog when we get back from VidCon. We're planning a trip. We'll just drive for 20 minutes and we'll be at Roblox HQ. And every Friday they have tours, and so I can go on a tour of Roblox and take you guys with me. So, anyway, how long have we been streaming? I don't even know. How long have we been streaming? What's going on here? Let me check. Hour and a half. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. How we doing up here? Let's check how we're doing compared to Never Trust Bob. So you got more people than us? Yeah, he's crushing us. Never Trust Bob. Let's go look at his game build real quick. Put trees down. I mean, Hungry Boy, do you think that we maybe have too many bricks? Yeah, let's unmute Bob.
Famous actress. Actor is the guy version.
I'm gonna ask him, what is brick count so far?
John Daly, I think was his name. No, not John Daly. It's who's the guy in Cool
Here, watch
Running.
Bob for a second. I'll be right back. I gotta make one more cup of coffee.
John Candy. That's his name. He's like, he died too young. He died in the 90s. He's only like 44. Fantastic actor. Hilarious guy. He's in the movie Cool Runnings, which is about the Jamaican bobsled team, which is like it's a funny movie. They crash the bobsled into like a shack, and then the one Jamaican's like, "Are you alright, man?" And the other ones are going like, "Yeah, I'm alright, man." It's a good movie. What's your brick count so far? 39,000. That's what's at. That's where it's at. Where it's always gonna be at. No, it's not. But, gonna build a bridge here. Put an airport over there. It's like an open area. What is my brother doing? Can you close my door, Matt? Close. Yes, I'm live, Matt. The brick count's at like 39,000. What are you doing, Matt? What are you getting lunch for? You grab my cart. Where are you getting lunch at? Give me something. There we go. Getting a lunch order now. Awesome. Anyway, 10,000 parts in this city. So 1/3 of the part count is in there. almost as big as the main city. It's crazy. That's actually crazy. Give me food too. I don't know, MLG. I'm not rich.
All right.
So-
I actually made a tea so I could get
Our
back here
house is in
sooner.
here. Our house is there. And then we could put a...
Oh, you guys want to see my
Police
cool
station
live
right
stream
there.
trick? Here, watch
Or we could
this.
put the hospital there and then put the police station like over...
I'm gonna show you guys something really weird. We did this the other night on the stream, and it's really strange. Cool
Station
live
right
stream
there.
trick. So
Or the
let's see. I gotta go full screen. Okay. Show you guys something really weird. All right, so now I'm full screen. Check it out on the stream. Oh wait. Cool live stream. So let's see. I gotta go full screen. All right. All right. Now see. Look at. I'm right here. I'm like behind me. And watch this. See, look at, I'm right here. I'm like behind me. And watch this. Now watch, I'm just gonna keep fading back. See, look at, I'm right here. This is weird. I go like this. Peace. 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 I'm gonna go, what's up, guys? Like this. I go, peace, 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 peace. Okay. And then here comes the wave. Hey, guys. Peace. 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 Okay. There's my wave again. Hi, guys. Okay. Peace. Peace. Okay. Okay, now watch this. Wave again. Peace.
I fully organized the diner. You can come and check it out.
Oh,
And I fixed
Justice
all the parts
organized
of it.
it. Awesome, Justice. Thanks for organizing the diner. I want to come check it out in game once I do this really weird stuff.
I fully organized the diner. You can come and check it out.
Oh,
And I fixed all the parts of it.
Awesome, Justice. Thanks for organizing the diner. I want to come check it out in game once I do this really weird stuff. Isn't this good? It's like Dad's forever and ever. Oh, peace. Isn't that weird? Isn't this good? It's just like weird. Dad's forever and ever. It's just so weird. And it goes on forever. It just goes on forever. I mean, like, how many times can you do this? It's so weird. And it goes on forever. Right. It just goes on forever. I mean, like, how many times can you do this? I don't know why I'm doing this. It's just so strange. It goes on forever. There we go. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's just this is infinite. If I did this for like an hour, like how many would there be? How many could there possibly be? Here we go. It's the weirdest thing ever. You guys are probably here not to see this silly stuff. If I did this for like an hour, like how many would there be?
Dad,
Yeah.
look what I just found out.
Yeah. You guys are probably here not to see this silly stuff.
The headphones.
Yeah. What can they do? Yeah.
So, Dad, the headphones can do
Can they
this.
do it? I know. They have a battery in there. That's how they work. All right. That's enough of this silliness, guys. Enough of this silliness. I know. They have a battery in there. That's how they work. I'm just going to go back there real quick. All right. I actually should build. I should build. I'm going to build. You want to hang out over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Miles gonna come hang you guys.
And play Roblox.
Yeah, you wanna play some Roblox? That sounds cool. There you go. Alright. Let's get into building. What? Are you gonna just good morning, love.
Good morning.
How are you?
Okay.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
It's weird we're doing a morning live stream, huh?
Yeah. It's good to see you too, guys.
Yeah. I got some tea.
Yeah.
Sons of some XX. I don't know. Add you to what? Roblox? We're doing a development live stream here, buddy. So, yeah. Jake Senzi says, "Hi, Milo."
Hi, Jake Sandy.
Doing space station developments.
I had a good sleep this night.
That's great. That is great.
I had a good sleep last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I love this guy right here.
I had a really
This is
good
why I do it all. This is why I do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump. Let's get you in
Is
the
it
spot.
okay if I talk like this since I can't use Discord?
Yeah, sure, buddy. You can't do TTS on Discord? Because when you do speak on here, it's going to use up all your points, but I can always just give you a lot of points, so that's fine. I'll give you a ton of points, dude. Let's see. Let's see. Miles waving hi. I'm going to be giving Hungry Boy points.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you too, dude. Here we go. Want to edit that? There you go. That should carry you for a while. Let me know if you run out of points. Okay. Alright. So yes, Hungry Boy, you can use the speak command if you need to. We should figure out how I can get TTS to work though, in just the voice channels. Discord's funny. Oh, somebody got a shout out. Insane Sparkle, what's up? Shout out to you, Insane Sparkle.
Yeah.
So glad you're here, hanging out with us. Development stream. It's not for everybody, I know. We're not pulling the same numbers we usually pull. But I don't think 50 people are going to want to watch development. Especially when we're just kind of not developing here. Okay, let's see. Here's something I'm curious about. So I've been using purple as a main theme. And I don't know. I might go... What if I change these to red? Like red and blue would be pretty cool, right? Instead of red and purple and blue. Like what if these were red? What do you think? Sons of some just subbed. Hey, thanks, buddy. Welcome to the sub club, my friend. Alright, let's see. I see I should have organized this whole thing. See, now I didn't organize it, and now I'm paying the price, you guys.
Maybe you could do dual screen.
Yeah, I could do dual screen.
So like you
Yes,
can see
I
the
really
front
like
or
the design you have going on. Red would be good.
Do dual screen.
Yeah, because Hungry, you're saying red because you don't like purple.
Dual screen.
Okay, Milo wants me to dual screen for a minute. I'm gonna do that. Milo's gonna play some Escape the McDonald's type obby.
No.
No?
I was playing that yesterday.
Oh, Insane Sparkle, our bot is the Streamlabs bot. It used to be called UnkBot, I think, on Twitch. It was only on Twitch, and then Streamlabs bought it and brought it in, and now it's on. You use the same bot for Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer. All right, so let's try. Man, why didn't I organize this better? Okay, I'm just gonna go through and organize really quick just because I kind of blew it with my orgs. I was like giving everybody like this big old like talk on organization, and then I didn't do it.
It looks like there's this cool game here.
Oh yeah? So that one. Alright.
Ooh. So
Luckily
I
these are
have
right next to each other.
And IQ?
That one's already
That's
grouped.
it?
That one's grouped. Okay, great. So now let's go in and let's try some reds.
That's a horrible game.
Let's see, what's a cool color red? Yeah. It's almost like two really red though. It's like, let's see. Yeah, like that red right there, maroon. It's nice dark red.
I'm eating lemon gum, guys.
What if we... I am going
Guys,
to
I'm
work
eating
on the
lemon
Quest
gum.
system's remote events,
Right,
remote
Dad?
functions.
All right, Hungry, that is very cool. Thank you very much for working on that. What's up, Logitech? How you doing, dude?
How you doing?
How you doing, dude? So I'm switching all these to maroon.
I feel like really cold right now.
Feel cold? I don't want to close the windows because, yeah.
Hungry stole my speak.
Uh-oh.
I mean, like, I'm freezing as an ice block.
Really?
Yeah. That's how freezing I am.
Huh. Crimson. Let's try crimson. Crimson. I like crimson. Crimson is nice. What a cool word crimson is. Let's just use the crimson.
Mr. Crimson. Mr. Crimson.
Hello, Mr. Crimson. Calling Mr. Crimson. Mr. Crimson, please come in, Mr. Crimson.
Guys, look, I'm playing Lucky Block Tycoon. I'm gonna play this game for 60 minutes.
So that's red and blue.
Dad, I'm gonna play this game for 60 minutes.
Cool.
60.
Cool, cool, cool.
Isn't that a long time?
That's a long time.
To get new blocks.
Right.
Onkbot. Shankbot.
Logitech, I think Speak is just 100 points, right? But you have to be a sponsor, which you are. So just try it out. Should work. How come it didn't work? Oh, you only have 67 points. Okay, Logitech. I'm gonna give you some points, dude. But Logitech, remember, Milo can't hear what you're saying, just so you know. I'm gonna give you some points. There you are. I'm gonna edit you. I'm gonna bonus you up with 500 more. How about that? 500 extra points for Logitech.
You ting!
Yo, Tang. Ting is trolling again. Trolling again. What up? Shout out to you, Ash. How you doing? Hey guys, I don't know. Like, how are we doing on likes? Can we get a like spike going on? Some of you guys not liked yet? I don't know. Maybe some of you have, or some of you haven't. Like, give me some, like, you know, hashtag
USA.
like spike in the chat.
Yeah, hashtag USA.
Hashtag USA. Hashtag USA in the chat, guys. Hashtag USA.
I've been playing this game for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Jake, I have 2 Jake Senzis here. You are crazy, dude. Alright, Jake, I'm giving you 500 points too.
Wow, that's a really powerful. Come on, minute.
Yeah, alright guys.
I gotta play this
So now
game
it's blue and
for
red.
10 minutes.
So I don't know about the red. What do you
Go,
think?
go, go,
Was
go,
the purple
go,
cooler?
Go, go, 10 minutes.
Was the purple just a cooler
Go,
purple?
go, 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 get it.
What do you guys think? I don't know, I kind of like purple. Conceptually speaking, it sort of is more thematic.
How are you guys? I didn't know you guys were developers.
Thematic?
Who says that? Oh yes, we are developers. We're the best developers in all of Roblox.
No,
Just wait and see.
you guys are not.
What are you talking about? Ooh, I like that dark indigo. I'm going back to purple, you guys. I'm going back to purple. We're gonna do a dark indigo. Dark indigo.
Oh, Dad.
I love
No,
it.
give me
Dad.
10,000 points or I rename myself to Never
Dad.
Trust Justice.
Dada, Dada.
What?
Maybe you should make each pipe a different color like rainbow.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting. I'm gonna stick with the perps for now, just because there is a conceptual reason why we have this system here.
Why are you making it dark indigo? Because people want it dark indigo?
Well, see, the rocks are purple. See, this purple and blue are a lot closer to each other now, which is interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think? What looked better, the red or the purple?
I think rainbow
Milo thinks rainbow.
looks better.
I can add more colors to this whole thing. But see, what happens is people go out and they mine those purple rocks, and then they get these. Actually, I'll probably make the highest tier of asteroid red. Red and blue makes purple. That's it.
No, Dad.
Purple looks way better.
Dad.
This looks cool.
The highest tier of asteroid should be rainbow.
Rainbow asteroids?
And the second highest tier will be red.
That'll be for an update later in the game.
I know.
Like a super update. Rainbow or... So what happens is, actually, just conceptually speaking, this is the engineering section of the space station, and so players go out and they mine these rocks, and the best ones will be red. And then there's this solvent. It's called blue goo,
Why does my life
and the blue goo is a special rare
Kind
solvent.
of wish I was a mod, but I know not to ask.
Yuck.
I'm a mod on several live streams, so I know how to be a mod.
Oh yeah, I'll make you a mod, dude. That's no problem.
Yeah, no
at all.
problem, bro.
No
No
problem.
problem, bro.
Let's mod you up, bro.
No problem, bro. No
Add
problem.
moderator. There you
Yeah,
go.
seriously, no problem.
Logotech is
bro.
now a moderator.
Logotech. Ugh. Meh.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I just didn't think about it, Logitech. Sorry about
Meh.
that. You would be a great mod.
Nah.
I know that. I know that.
Nah.
Okay, so then, right, so people go, you fill these towers up. These towers get filled up with the ore. And then the blue goo
Logotech.
pumps out of this
Logotech.
pit right here. And it pumps up into these pipes. The blue goo then drops out of the tower, down the towers, and dissolves the ore. And the resulting purple something or other, the purple stuff. We haven't named it.
PDA, do we need a new role for modders?
The new for modzers. I know, right? I wish there was like a modzer sponsor mod role. Like on our Discord, I'm not sure like which role to put higher up, sponsors or mods. Yeah, purple goo. The blue goo rhymes, so purple goo, I don't know. The purple derple. The purple nurples. So yeah, that's how it works. And so this purple stuff is like what everyone's after. This is the energy source. So once you dissolve the rocks, the asteroids down, that's the energy source that powers the rest of the station, right? So the purple is going to go up into the hab deck, and there's going to be purple stuff on the hab deck things, and then ultimately the purple pipes will come up into the biocube on the top, and we'll be like feeding. It's like all the organic life, like this giant tree that I'm working on right here, will actually have like purple pipes going into it. It'll be like a cyborg tree.
Purple nurples hurts so bad. LOL.
Yes, they're not gonna, it's not gonna be a purple nurple.
What?
And by the way, guys, Never Trust Bob is actually here in our stream now. Never Trust Bob was the other development stream that we went to, and he's working on Roblox Prison, which is a super duper cool game that is no longer a jailbreak clone.
Ting!
It is so much more. I used to say, I know, right? I used to say that Roblox Prison was like Jailbreak but better, but now I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say like Roblox Prison. It's not. There's no prison anymore, so it's not like Jailbreak. And it's
Do
still better.
hashtag I hate you Ting in the chat.
Hey, Never Trust Bob. You guys gonna change the game name now because Roblox Prison is not a good name for a game without a prison, right? I mean, like, great. I don't know. It's like Romax, row cops, row robbers. Let's call it row cops and row robbers.
No, that would be silly. That would be so silly, bro. No one would do it. Oh, Dad. This is one of my favorite swords. Guess why?
Row Country. Row
Guess-
County. I
guess-
like Row County.
Guess
That sounds
why
kind of cool.
the snake golden sword is one of my favorite swords.
Nice.
It's like a one-shot
It's a one-shotter.
and also
Wanted is cool. How about like Row Patrol? Or something like that.
no one messes with me.
Sounds like Paw Patrol.
No one messes
That's
with
no
me.
Guys, I got the name Roblox.
good. Nice.
Baba,
That's it, dude.
baba.
Dude, that's the name. That's the name, Never Trust Bob. Roblox, because it's like blocky. And so call it Roblox. That's a good name.
Baba.
Yes, admin is the highest level of mod.
Baba.
Yes.
Baba.
You could name it Row Patrol. Row Patrol. Row Patrol. You guys could do a riff on the Paw Patrol song as you know, the theme song. So when you join the game, it's like Row Patrol, Row Patrol. We'll be there on the double. Row Patrol, Row Patrol.
But it
Something
would
like
be
that.
illegal to
How is the
steal
Planet
the,
family doing? Milo, my bud, you're amazing.
Logitech, what up, dude?
Oh God.
Don't ever trust Bob. Row copy of Jailbreak. That's harsh. That's harsh, Insane Sparkle. So harsh. Oof. Oof. Oofed.
Oofta.
Oofda. So then I need these like big pipes, you know? I need these like big pipes. I want some big pipes. I'm gonna do control beach.
Poop
Alright,
patrol.
now I have a new model, and I actually need to
Poo
move
patrol.
that model.
Poo
up
patrol. That would
into,
actually be a weird name.
Boom.
What the? That's a one shot. I'm sorry, I
move it
said poo
into-
patrol, Dad. I'm sorry, I said poo patrol.
Okay. I need a new. Let's see. I need a new folder. Actually, don't I?
Rose.
Need a new folder. I'm gonna call it. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna take this one right here, and I'm gonna move this part to my new folder. Where is it? Where is it? Let's see. Not on here. Is it down here now? Whole. Add deck. There it is. Move this model to my new folder. Alright, I'm gonna move it up. Wait, what did I just do? I did something I didn't want to do. What did I do?
EW, Milo farted, I heard it, lol.
He did not. They said he... Who said that? You're crazy, dude. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now I'm gonna
The
do
way I see it, Bob has two name choices, Roof or Row Minecraft.
How about Rowcraft?
Look, Dad. Look what I'm doing.
Never trust Row.
We all
Robob.
agree that it's now Roof.
Robob. Let's call it Robob. Row copy of Jailbreak. Still, that is the best name yet. Row copy of Jailbreak. I love that. It's so bad. You guys cracking me up. People's are cracking me up. You're cracking me up, I tell ya. You're cracking me up. Cracking me up. Hey, Bob, what do you think of my space station, bro? You proud of me? You proud of me, Robob? Come on, Robob. Tell me you're proud of me, bro. I need some validation.
Yeah, my dad needs some validation.
Thanks, dude.
I was trying to be funny.
Yeah, it was funny, dude. Hey, sons of some. I don't do friend requests on Roblox right now because my friend list is full. And so, if you want to be on my friends list, you can sponsor. You can
Do I look
guaranteed
cute
on.
with gum?
Do you look cute with gum? Or you can earn enough points in chat, and then you can buy it. All the directions you need are in the description down below. Sorry about that, though. But you know, we should all be complaining to Roblox that they
Row hungry.
are making it too hard for people to be on our friends lists. It's super annoying.
What the heck just happened, bro? Hey, Dad, look.
Yeah,
I'm collecting all the best tools.
nice.
See? I'm collecting all. What the heck?
I think that's too big.
Oh.
Let's try 20 by 20. 18 by 18 maybe. And then we'll make this part 20 by 20. Row crime. I like row crime actually. I don't know. Let's see, what's a synonym for crime? You need like a
Synonyms?
you need some
Synonym?
cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Cinnamon.
Oh god, I hate cinnamon.
Oh,
I
hey,
hate-
cinnamon.
Whoever said we needed Row? It needs to be called Rail Break.
Whoa, what the?
Rail break.
Okay.
Oh yeah, call it something break. Call it row break. Call it
Row breaking. Oh, Dad. Row dancing.
row dancing. Milo's got it. Milo's got the best name. Call it row dancing, huh?
Row dancing for
Bob.
the. Wait.
You need to have like
Wait,
a
Dad,
dancing mini game
Dad.
for Milo.
Look. So in like his game, like Bob's game that he's building.
Yeah.
Like it would be cool if he added a mini game at night.
Rope the game.
And it's called the road dancing breaking. And then you have to like press these keys on the beat when like these things come, and you have to like press WASD because there's buttons there, and if a thing comes towards you,
Oh,
then
interesting.
if like it comes down the D line, then when it comes to the D thing, you press D, and then like
So it's like
and then you
Robeats crime game.
yeah, and like yeah, but except there's not as many keys. There's just WASD.
Nice. This WASD. You got that, Bob? So change the whole game. It's basically a rhythm music game where you rob stores by pressing WASD depending on...
No.
Road
At
break,
night,
a
when
crime-filled
everything
adventure.
closes, there's a mini game, and it sends like the thing to you, and if you want to press, and you press no to not go in to the mini game, and you press yes to go into the mini game.
Oh, so it's just a mini game part
It's
of it.
just a little mini game
Got
at
it.
night.
I like that. Only at night.
Yeah.
How about like something city, Bob? Like this is a serious suggestion. Like something like, I'm not gonna say like Rose City, but like it's basically everything's happening in this city is like the centerpiece, right? So since you're not
Did I
breaking
just
out
have
of
a
anything
really
anymore,
good idea?
yeah, that was an awesome idea, man. I love the mini game idea.
What the heck?
Um,
You team one shot me, and I one
So,
shot you team.
something like Crime City, or
No.
no, Beat City
No.
with a little beat mini game, City Break.
But Dad, there should be 2 mini games. So each night it's a different mini game. So there's only 2 mini games, but every night it switches mini games.
Yeah.
So like every night, I mean like in the game, not like real night.
That's a really good game suggestion.
Like-
Milo,
So at night, there's a karate mini game, and where you have to fight with a robot, and you have to like get in this battle.
you getting
and
this,
you
Bob?
have to
You
do
getting this?
karate and like
Karate.
and then you have to fight the robot to death. And
Roblox
so it's a boss
City.
battle mini game.
Mhm.
And then the second night there should be the Robeats mini.
Blocks County would be cool.
Was that a good idea?
That's a great idea, Bob. You know what? So if you use any of Milo's ideas, then we get royalties, okay? And it pretty much has all the ideas.
And then
so.
a lot of people would like that. And then a lot of people would like that.
I just feel like, Blocks County is pretty close. I don't know if I love the word county. Maybe cities, just plural cities, since there's more than one city.
No. We should call it
Crime cities.
We should
Block
call it
cities.
We should call it Crime City of the popping and the karate catastrophe Mongalati.
Bonkalati. Did you get that? Bonkalati. Catastrophe Bonkalati. Okay, guys?
No, it's
That's going in game.
it's the dancing Robeats robbing catastrophe karate robbing jailbreak.
I like
awesomeness.
Crimeville.
Crimeville. It's kind of cool.
Did you like my name?
Did you get that, Bob? Did you get Milo's name? Seriously, I'll only take 10% of your game if you use any of the suggestions that Milo comes up with. See, this is our legit homeschool plan, guys. Milo's gonna be a game developer. Right, buddy?
No.
No? Okay, scratch that plan, guys.
What?
I said, alright, scratch that plan, guys.
What does that mean?
Forget it.
No, don't.
You said no, you don't want to be a game developer.
But I want to help you develop games and you guys.
Yeah,
I just want to make ideas.
he's an idea guy. There's lots of idea guys, though, buddy.
I want to be an idea guy.
Too many idea guys. I'm the idea guy.
No, I'm
Jake-
the idea guy.
Jake is already like this idea guy kind of thing. That's
No,
his sort
I'm
of-
the idea guy.
Sorry, Jake. Milo's the idea guy now. I don't know.
I'm the idea guy. You're fired for being the idea guy.
Sorry, Jake. Milo's the new idea guy. I couldn't really do anything about it, dude. Really sorry about that.
Funny, right?
Yeah, it's funny.
Bob liked my
I just
idea
want
of
to be the
Crimeville
idea guy
Milo.
so bad.
What's up, buddy?
I just want to be the idea guy so bad.
You hear that, Jake? Milo's got to be the idea guy now. Let's see. D. Get both of these. Control D.
Hey, Dad. What
Place.
what do I have in this game? Look.
I'm not sure. 5,562, dude.
Of what?
Stuff. I don't know what. I don't know anything about that stuff. Start out. That, yeah. And this one too. I think I got these things kind of centered. Alright, there we go. Alright. Good. Now that they're centered, I can now move them by units of 10 up into here. Right. Alright then. See how this fills like this. So 10,
9,
10,
8,
9.
7, 6, 5,
10,
4, 3, 2,
and these.
1. Blast off. 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, guys? We're streaming today, yeah.
Yeah. What's up, guys? We're streaming today.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go in here.
Just kidding.
Alright, so basically I want to
We
see
were
what that
already doing
feels
this.
like if we go inside here. Boom. It becomes this whole kind of scene up in here, right? Let's try it out inside.
Can I go watch TV?
Yeah, sure. On the iPad. I can't have TV on while I'm live streaming. I'll only live stream soon, dude.
Okay.
Like 20 more minutes. Alright, guys. So
There's
yeah.
not that much things on YouTube on the iPad.
Is that too big in here? It's kind of cool.
There's only like one row of things.
I think I'd like the player to be able to go around the back of these things. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna play a game on the iPad.
A training area with parkour and a shooting range. Maybe. Let's see. Let's move this to. Let's move that to 30 studs.
I cannot have the sound
So
on
it's-
while I'm playing a game on the iPad.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
30. Boom. And boom. See how that looks. Okay. Let's do all these real quick. I think that's going to be the right distance. Yeah, that looks pretty good from here. So the way it looks up here, these things get a lot closer, but these aren't gonna like go very high up. I think they're all just too big. I think they're just too big. That's what I think. Let's see. Let's reduce there. Let's just shrink it all down. So, okay, the outer pipe is going to be 25 by 25, and the inner pipe will be 23 by 23. Okay, let's do that for all of them real quick. Inner pipe is 23 by 23. Outer pipe 25 by 25. Alright, next one down. That's inner 23 by 23. Outer pipe 25 by 25. And the last one. That's the inner pipe, so 23 by 23. And the outer pipe 25 by 25. There we go. Alright. Yeah, we definitely hope to add mobile support. Right, this is a more reasonable size, I think. Let's also, let's shrink these guys down. Scale. Let's just have it at 10. That's
I attached a test quest to my help NPC at spawn.
oh, okay. I'll test that in a sec. Sounds cool. Bring that down. Down to like here. And then bring that down. Wow, that's so weird. I don't know why it does that. Two parts are scaling differently. And then that one. Boom. Okay. Alright then. Okay, so you're over here. I gotta scale these up too. That. And this one. That. That. And this one. And then this one. Bring this up. Oop, what did I do? Control Z. Okay. That one goes up here, and that one goes up here. Alright, so later on what's going to happen is the purple goo that comes in, there's 8 pipes down here that brings the purple back. The purple then goes up the central column, and will then emerge back up here somehow, and then attach to these. The 8 will then reduce down to 4, and then these large pipes, and then the 4 large pipes, they actually go in through this deck. I almost think these pipes should still be a bit smaller. I think they're still too big. Let's give a little test. Alright, I think they're too big. Let's see how they feel in game. They feel like they just kind of blow the room up. I don't know, they look kind of cool actually. I think it could be a touch smaller though. I think that could be a touch smaller. I think they obscure what's in the corner a little bit too much. What do you guys think? A little too big? A little too big. I'm gonna actually move them around a little bit too. Let's see. Alright, so let's take that one. Let's just start here. Okay, let's take the outer cylinder is gonna go down to 20 by 20. And the interior can be 18 by 18. Let's just go through and do that all again. Alright, 20 by 20. And 18 by 18. Outer is 20 by 20. Inner 18 by 18. See, if I didn't have this organized, you guys, like, it just seems like it would be such a mess. 18 by 18. So hard to like find parts. So let's just double checking real quick. Okay, looks good. All right, so those are a little bit more of a realistic size. What is this H for? I don't understand. Yeah, they don't like take up too much space up here now, and I think that if it'll feel like inside of here, we should move them too. Okay, here. Let's do it inside here. Actually, I'm gonna be able to. Okay, model, move. All right, let's turn our. There's 10 studs. Let's go 10 studs over. Like that. Let's try that. 10 studs. 10 studs. There. Let's try that. Why are we all typing H? You guys need to explain this to me. I could just have these all the way off in the corner. That might be interesting. Right? Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. That way they don't really like take up any space in the room.
Stupid book. I'm sorry, guys. Just insulting the book because it's so bad. I have nothing to do. The book keeps crashing.
All right, we're gonna end our dev stream so Milo can move on with his life, you guys. But it's been pretty rad. I think this is a fun experience. We won't do this every single day, but I'm actually really quite enjoying doing this with you guys. So if you want me to keep doing it, put a W in the chat. If you think this is terrible and I should never do it again, well then just go away. Just don't even tell me. I don't care.
Dad, I think when I get to 10,000, I'll get the new sword.
Yeah, bud. You don't want to just keep playing the game and I can keep streaming?
Really?
Huh?
Well, I will keep playing the game, but...
But what? How come you stopped playing?
To play a little iPad, so I don't have to stay here just doing this the whole time.
You don't.
Well, my guy was farming.
Oh, is that why you left?
Yeah.
Oh, he was farming in the game, you guys. See, he was farming on
With
some...
auto clicker.
Don't dare say that. Yeah, we're gonna do our regular... Ooh, boy. What happened? Oh, wow. That's crazy. Okay, that is very disturbing. Another copy of Studio
What was very disturbing?
is opening. I don't want that.
Yeah, don't want that.
Okay, I'm gonna close that. Why are all these other copies of Studio opening? I really
Holy.
don't understand. That was so weird. I had like all
The
4
heck?
copies.
Dad, I'm trying to get in 10,000.
Oh yeah.
T-Fusies. T-Fusies. Can't wait.
My roof is gone. Oh god. Where is my roof?
Why are you so worried?
Cause it took me a bunch of time to create last night.
Oh. Yeah, that's bad.
Oh man. Oh boy. Where is it?
Your roof!
It's
No!
literally gone.
No!
Oh, that sucks. You gotta remake that thing.
Yeah, actually it does.
How did that get deleted? That was hard to make. It's like a complex
How
union.
hard? How hard was it to make?
Why are you selecting all my stuff, Jake? Oh, wait. Jake, what were you doing with my roof, dude?
I think he's trying to troll you.
Now it's back. Tell me what you did, Jake. So yeah, it was this kind of complex union because the players moved through the transport beam right there, and so I couldn't have them moving through a union hole. So there was a union for half of the octagon, another union for the other half of the octagon. But
How did Jake do that?
but Jake, you were selecting the union now. Can you deselect it, please? I don't know.
How did Jake do that,
I
bro?
don't know.
Maybe he's a hacker
Uh,
that came from another land.
Oh, you separated in reunion. Okay, cool. All right, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, Jake.
All right, so
Dang
what's
it, I don't get the sword when I'm at 10,000. When I'm at 1,000.
oh, the purple of these pipes looks so much purpler than the purple of these. Oh, I guess when you're close, they look good. So let's look at the station from a distance. It's looking pretty lit.
Oh, Dad. What is after 10,000? What number is after 10,000?
There's a lot of numbers after 10,000. Like 11,000? Or there's 10,001, 10,002, 10,003, 10,004, 10,005. Yeah, I avoid unions when possible. There are very few unions on my build. If I have like an idea that it needs a union to do it, I usually just think of a different idea. Only use unions when I need to. And it's also really messy to work with unions. Like, it's just hard. Once you've unioned something, I just don't like it.
10,007, 10,008,
I avoid it. There will be a bunch of unions on this tree though, unfortunately. Unless I can figure out a different way to build. But basically what I was thinking about doing was smoothing a lot of these things with very complex unions.
10,016,
Yeah, that's
GTG. I will be back later. This game is coming along great though grin.
Though Grin. Though Grin.
18.
That's gonna be my new name. Though Grin.
10,000.
Yeah, there are plugins, but they're just messy to work with, Jake. What?
100,000.
100,000 is after 10,000. So is 110,000 and 120,000 and 200,000 and 500,000 and 5 million and 60 trillion. There's a lot of numbers after 10,000.
Oh god. How much do I have now?
You have 11,040. All right, guys. Well, I think I am gonna end the dev stream though, because I feel like, well, actually my tea's not done yet, but I think that we're gonna eat some breakfast and then go outside and play, get some exercise, and then we'll come back and do soon today. I mean, just in general.
When today? Not soon.
How about soon-ish?
No.
Why not? It's a beautiful sunny day out
I
in
don't want
Oakland.
to. I don't want to.
Builderland.
Builder Chan.
What's that? Is that the name for your game? Ever trust Bob? Builderland?
Builder Chan.
Hey, Black Zoc, the 4:30. Thanks, buddy. See you soon.
For 4:30.
4:30. What are you talking about?
For 4:30.
What does that mean?
For 4.
For 4?
Foofy 4.
Foofy 4?
Slappy poofy foofy 4. Why are you slapping yourself?
So what? For your game? I don't think, but you don't build in your game, so that's not gonna work.
Open your hand. Like this. Why are you slapping? I'm supposed to go like, why are you slapping yourself?
Why am I slapping myself? I can't possibly
Why
stop.
are you slapping
So
yourself?
it's an uncontrollable. Nobody on camera can even see you because your head's just blocking the camera. All right, go back to your spot. Making this game for you, buddy. We'll be rich and famous, and we'll drive around in private jets, like to the store. Like when we have to go to the store that's like a block away, we'll actually get in our private jet that's on the roof, and we'll fly there. It's gonna be rad.
Daddy,
What?
I need to tell you something.
What?
I want 1,000 Robux.
I don't have 1,000 Robux. I spent it all on uploading music to the game last night.
Really?
Yeah.
But once you get 1,000 Robux, give it to me.
Oh yeah?
So I can get the double, what do you call that?
The double
No, the double.
at In-N-Out Burger
No, the double
on
rainbow.
a double animal style.
No.
What?
The double rainbow revolvers.
Double rainbow.
Double
What does it mean?
The double rainbow revolvers.
Double rainbow.
Revolvers inside Zombie Rush.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
What are you talking? I don't know what.
You've never seen that YouTube video. Has anybody who's seen the double rainbow video? Double rainbow across the sky. What does it mean? You know what's funny? If you guys have ever seen that video, a friend of a friend actually knows that guy. Yeah, he lives in Yosemite Valley. Oh, look up double rainbow. Double rainbow video. Double rainbow. I'm gonna show you. Watch this.
I want to hear it though.
Yeah, we'll watch. I'm not gonna watch it on the stream because of copyright.
Come on.
Copyright problems.
Double rainbow.
Double rainbow guy. Right there. Double rainbow guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
double rainbow guy.
Yeah, Yosemite Bear Mountain double rainbow. I'm gonna just play it. You guys should I play it?
Yeah, just do it.
Okay. This
I
is,
want to hear it though.
alright, I'm gonna have to give you my headphones. Hold on. Pausing the
Double
music.
rainbow across
Okay.
the sky. Double rainbow.
Double rainbow, guys. Here. Put this in your ear. You don't have to hold it there.
Whoa, that's a full rainbow.
Full rainbow.
All the way.
All the way.
Double rainbow. Oh my god. It's a double rainbow all the way.
Oh my god.
Whoa, that's
Whoa.
so intense. Whoa, man. Wow. Whoa.
This guy loves his rainbows.
Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Woo! Oh my! Wow! Woo! Yeah! Oh my!
Oh my god. Oh, rainbow.
Oh my god! Look at that! It's starting to even look like a triple rainbow. Oh my my God, it's full on double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Full on double rainbow all the way across the sky. He starts to cry.
Is he going to sing it?
No, he cries to listen.
Oh, God. What does this mean?
What does it mean?
Oh. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, God.
This dude loves
It's
his
so
rainbow.
bright.
So bright.
Oh, my God. It's so bright and vivid.
Oh, it's vivid.
Oh. Oh.
Ah,
Oh.
double rainbow, full on double rainbow.
So beautiful.
He needs to get more sleep.
Okay.
My friend knows this guy. And it's like this huge like internet meme. I don't know. It was big like 10 years ago.
Okay. He's laughing.
He's crying.
Oh, my God.
He's crying. What does it mean?
Why
Oh,
is he
my God.
crying?
Because he's, I don't know, he's funny.
God.
2010.
Double complete rainbow.
Double complete rainbow.
Oh, my front yard. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's legit crying.
Oh, my God. What does it mean?
What does it mean? Tell me. What? It's like
Too much.
It's
That's
too
not
much.
what it means.
He's literally crying now.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's so intense.
It's so intense. Oh God. He's coming back down now.
Oh my God.
Alright guys. What? We're not just watching Romax. We're not just watching YouTube videos.
Please, can we just walk up to
No,
the
no, no,
lemonade
no.
stand and said to the
No.
man, hey, got any grapes?
Got any grapes? No. I might already get a copyright ding just for playing that guy's thing, so I better watch it.
Yeah, you
Double
got
rainbow.
Yay, we got a copyright.
Full on double rainbow all the way across the sky. What does it mean? It's too much. I don't understand what it means. It's a sign that I'm special. Alright, guys. Alrighty.
Are you crying?
No, I'm not crying. What are you talking about? I'm making fun of that guy crying. Ow. What are you doing to my foot? Stop messing with my feet, dude.
I'm trying to pull your feet up.
Alright, guys. Well, we're going to say goodbye for the dev stream. We made a little bit of progress,
Yeah,
but
we
most
made
off...
a little bit of progress.
A little bit of progress. Not as much as I would have liked. But, you know, hey. I'm going to be building for the rest of the day. We'll be streaming. We're going to go out and ride skateboards or have fun outside a little bit. Do some push-ups or something like that. Practice our headstands. And then,
Practice headstand.
yeah. Matt's going to practice his b-boy maneuvers.
Dad, can you read this?
No.
Please.
Alright, let's see if there's anyone to raid. Is Bob still on? You want me to raid you, Bob? Ow,
Dad.
Bob's not on.
Dad?
What?
It's
Alright.
Incredibles 2 event.
Actually, we're not going to
Incredibles
raid
2
anybody because, you know,
Yeah.
we don't need to
what
raid.
is that?
But Incredibles 2, Heroes, blah, blah, blah. It's a new event on Roblox, guys. Incredibles 2.
Yeah.
Heroes, join the event.
What the
It'd be
heck
awesome.
are you doing?
All right, guys, we'll see you later tonight
see
for
you
our
later
regular
tonight.
gaming stream. So see you
Yes.
then.
See
Okay.
you then.
Bye
Okay.
now.
Peace.